Hey, there you guys are. What's it like when you write something and you send it out to masses of people and then you find out it actually resonates with people? Hey guys, I recently, as in yesterday, sent out an email and it went out and it opened up with saying something like, I'll say it first, I am tired. And then I was wondering who else is tired too, or at least getting there. So much nonsense is being curated to the average person that you can't help but guess that it must be on purpose. And of course, it's an election year. So, of course, it's just mayhem and a cacophony of nonsense everywhere that we go, everywhere that we listen, everywhere that we read. I run an agency, so I'm online most of the day. And even though I try to avoid stuff in the news feed, it just keeps coming. The hits just keep coming. And for the most part, I can ignore a lot of it. But also, it makes it really difficult to say, well, gee, I don't really know what's going on in the world because I'm online. Now, I'll be honest with you, it does wear me out. I do get tired of it. Doesn't matter if it's left, right, center, whatever. Got to remember, a lot of the stuff on the internet is from the extremes. It's not dealing with core, salt of the earth people all in the middle of this thing, right? And so I wrote in my email that went out to thousands of people. I said, my solution, I'm doing my best to tune out the extremes and focus on making my clients happy and growing the agency. And then how can we help you? And then it goes into an article about, we do business consulting and web strategy and process mapping and style and branding guides and all of these things. So one of the different things that Mañana No Mas does as an agency, and just tried to lend some refocus or some energy to the conversation. And so I just wrote that, and I wrote, I'm tired. I'm tired. Are you tired? And it's true. I put it in writing. Hey, I'm tired. And I wrote that I was tired, but you know what? I still am tired. But there is a renewal of energy that comes when you find your purpose. Let me explain something. Yesterday that email went out. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. And then I had an appointment on the schedule with someone that I had never met before. And when the appointment starts, they start telling me about, their project. So it's a web project, and they start telling me about their project and how they also have a background in e-learning from a corporate standpoint, just like I did. And we start, talking and leveraging the different platforms and programs back and forth, and just kind of, hashing out how this program would take shape. And it was a really small project. I mean, it might not be small to them. It might be the world to them. But in terms of what my agency provides, this is a really small project. And so I didn't go through the normal, proposal method. I didn't stretch out the sales pipeline. Instead, I just said, dude, this is a pretty simple one for us. It's going to be a few hours of this, a few hours of that, a couple of tools, bam, 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 $1,800, another $420 in hosting for the year. And we can knock this out for you. Everything with us is prepaid. I'll send you an invoice if you like, but take your time, think about it. Let me know what you want to do. And he said, well, can you send me an email to, recap what we discussed? I said, sure. So I sent him a recap email, which is not my normal process. But just sent the recap email, sent it to him. And he responded almost right away and said, hey, this is great. Just go ahead and invoice me tomorrow and let's make this happen. And then today he had a couple questions about clarifications. And I said, and so I had already, here's where I'm going with this. Last night we went out for dinner. We came home from dinner. I told my wife, I said, hey, hate to do this to you, but I'm going to go upstairs and do some work in the office. I got a couple of loose ends I want to wrap up. And by loose ends, it was, I wanted to give this customer the full Mañana No Mas experience. Just because it was a shortened sales pipeline and it happened in a quick Zoom call didn't mean that person didn't deserve the same treatment that Mañana No Mas clients get. So I built them an account in our client portal, put all the tasks of the project into the client portal for project management, assigned him to it, invited him to it to see it, built him the invoice that he had requested, and took all the information from the project and built it into a real proposal that I was able to send him this morning with the invoice as he requested. So answered his clarifying questions, sent him an honest to goodness proposal that looks nice, right? So he gets that feeling like, oh crap, they put some effort into this. So we got a real proposal, a real invoice through the client portal, access to the client portal, and all of that happening. Now, it's kind of weird. It's like this dichotomy of messaging, because I just said, I'm tired. Are you tired? I'm wore out. I'm flat wore out. I am flat wore out. But when we focus on our purpose and we exercise our purpose and we get to add value to other people, that helps rejuvenate us. It helps renew us, and hopefully it renews them. And so I used to talk about this a lot during the pandemic. I would jump online almost every day and I would say, we have to find the opportunities within the obstacles. We need to find the silver lining on this cloud, and we need to add value to as many people as we can. And through that, I hopefully can inspire a few people to just pick up the pace just a little bit. Like I said, I'm tired too. I am. Are they going to close the border? Are they going to open the border? Are they going to let people vote? Are they not going to let people vote? Are they going to give them driver's license? Are people going to become police officers that aren't citizens? Who gets a gun? Do I get a gun? Do I get to keep my guns? Is someone going to come and take my guns? What is going to happen to my kid at school? You know what? Sometimes as regular people, we just got to flush all that. And we got to just flush it out and go, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? What's my purpose? And then how can I add value to others through exercising that purpose? And so that's where I'm at today. And that's where I'm at this week. I think that's where I'm going to be at for the next fiscal quarter. Just being honest with you. You'll see a few messages from me that come on and say, I'm tired. Are you tired? What are you doing to overcome this? Because here's what we can't do. As a society, we can't just get wore out and give up everything. Like during the pandemic, we all just kind of gave up. I can remember pumping the pump and doing the lives every day and trying to sell work, and people going like, well, we just kind of stuck a pin in things for a while, or we shut things down for the next 60 days. We shut things down for the next, 90 days. And I remember getting off the phone or off the Zooms with these people, and I'm thinking, well, how did you arbitrarily pick that everything's going to be great in 60 days or everything's going to be great in 90 days? Or how are you okay with just sticking a pin in it and not doing anything? Like, I couldn't wrap my head around what I was seeing out there in the world. And I'm one of those people. I didn't fall for the $1 billion propaganda thing, right? Trillions of dollars in propaganda. There was no alignment for me. And it was really frustrating for the whole pandemic episode. My mom would try and tell me stuff. Family members would try and tell me stuff. People I used to work with would be like, hey, you'd probably be able to get a job if you just went down to the clinic and got a little shot. And I wouldn't do it. I was like, none of this makes sense to me. Somebody please make it make sense. And nobody was able to make it make sense. And so now here we are. It's an election year. And that same level of craziness is happening no matter where you are at in your political stances. The same amount of craziness is happening. And the goal is just to wear us out so we don't care and we don't. But the problem is, it's not just not caring about the election or not caring about things they don't want us to care about, but we start to have this lackluster approach to everything. And we can't let that happen. You can't let your business die on the vine. You can't let your job just fizzle away. You can't let your education get stifled and stop learning. I'm in my mid 50s. I learn something new every day. Every day I try to learn something new. We can't allow our tiredness to eradicate any of our growth or what makes us who we are. And so hopefully that was something. Maybe I rambled or waffled on too much, but that's where I'm at today. And I just wanted to touch base with you. If you're not already getting messages from Mañana No Mas, go to Mañana No Mas, submit a contact form. Hit the, hey, I'd like to subscribe, and fill out the form there. but jump on the list and I'll send those out. I don't send them out a lot. In fact, when I sent this email newsletter out, I realized it had been more than a month since I had sent the last one. Now, in one way, that's great. It means I'm not spamming people. I am not taking advantage of your inbox. The other side is I should have sent out more messages than one in a month. And that's kind of falls back to me being tired, just tired. So, folks, we are kicking it at Mañana No Mas. Again, personally, yes, I am tired, but I have a team. I have a team of great people. We got graphics, we got custom development, WordPress, social. We're doing print design now, right? So we're getting into, hey, if we do your style guide and your branding guide and get your logo developed and all of that, it just makes sense that you're going to need some printed material templates as a corporation. So we develop the PowerPoint templates for you, the business card templates, the letterhead templates. We take care of all of that as an agency so that realistically, and this is what I went live with last week, realistically, if you're a smaller company and you need someone to be in charge of your marketing, if you need, a chief marketing officer, but it's just not in the budget, you're like, I really need a chief marketing officer to put all these ideas in a spot and make it part of our corporate messaging, but you don't have the budget. That's when you reach out to a company like mine, Mañana No Mas. We take care of that on a fractional basis. We just go in and we go, okay, what are the elements you're looking for? We can do it on a project bid, or you can put us on retainer and we'll take care of this on a monthly basis and get you up to speed over time. But we got options and solutions to help just about everybody in that way. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.